All right, boys and girls, welcome back to the drive-through. Special shout-out to Colby, paying good attention, catching my mistakes, helping me out. All right, this is the last video on area before we move into surface area, which is area, so that's really, this isn't the last video. But this is probably the most important one short term. They always have a question like this on your air test, okay? And here's what I need you to understand. If two polygons are similar and they are in the ratio of x to y, then their areas are in the ratio x squared to y squared, okay? So that might confuse you a little bit. So let me just, this will totally make sense. What if we've got two squares? Are those squares similar to each other? Are those squares similar to each other? Yes, they are. They're the same shape. How would we prove they were similar to each other? I'd have to prove all of their angles were the congruent and all of their sides, their corresponding sides, were proportional. So you can see here that the ratio of the square on the left to the square on the right is 2 to 3. I could use the perimeters to create that ratio, or I could just use one side to create that ratio. It doesn't matter. They're both the same ratio. Okay? Well, what's the ratio? So this is the side ratio, or the scale factor. What's the ratio of their areas? What's the ratio of their areas, class? 4 to 9. Okay? So notice, it is 2 squared to 3 squared. Okay? So let me ask you this. If you have a shape and you dilate it by a factor of 3, how much bigger has the area of that shape gotten? It's gotten 9 times bigger. Do you understand that? Think about it. If you have a square, and the area of this square is 1 by 1, so it's 1. And then I stretch it. I dilate it by a factor of 3. Well, now we got a 3 by 3, and the area is 9. So I've multiplied one of the side lengths by 3, but since it's two-dimensional, the other side lengths have also been stretched by 3. So when we apply and we multiply those two pieces together, the area jumps by a factor of 3 squared, because we're multiplying those two new sides. Does that make sense? That's probably new for you guys, and that's one of the more important things that we can teach you in this little section.